How to change Oticon wax filters, also called ProWax MiniFit. So the first step is to take off your little silicone dome. So what you've got to do is hold the base of the receiver with a firm grip, pinch and peel over, a bit like peeling a banana. Now when you look in the very tip of the receiver, you won't always see any debris in there because sometimes it hides as a little blob beneath a little gauze plate. So what I do now is I take out my ProWax, I pull out the turtle-shaped tool, and then I pull out one of these little U-shaped tabs. You'll see there's the fresh filter and there's a little barb this side to click in and pull out the existing filter. So what I do is I line the barb side up nice and straight, it clicks in, and then I pull out it pulls out the existing filter and you'll see that's empty now. I've got to flip it over 180 degrees, line it up nice and straight again and guide the fresh filter in, and I pull away and it leaves that new filter behind, and just dispose of your used filter. Then I've got to put my dome back on, so I hold the very tip, and if you look inside you'll see there's a little socket, a rubber socket. So the easiest way to put these on is to hold it straight up like a little umbrella stand. You'll see it's flared like a little trumpet. So I've got to put the edge right in the middle of that socket. So I come in on about a 45-degree angle, putting the edge in the middle, and then with a wrapping squashing motion just fold it over and it wraps on. Give it a bit of a twist just to make sure it's firmly locked on there. And there we have it. I've swapped over the wax filter and put a fresh dome on. Now, to minimize the risk of wax ingressing through the tiny pores, I think it's a good idea to give them a bit of a cleanup at the end of each day. So one technique is to wipe down the body of the aid with a cleaning cloth provided, get any body oils or moisture off, and then you should have a little brush in your kit, a bit like this, and you notice there's a tiny little hood, and underneath that hood a little pause where the sound comes out. So if you can get in there sideways at the end of the day, just give it a bit of a brush out. That'll just reduce the frequency that wax gets through the tiny pores and clogs up the little white filter plug beneath. So there we go, a couple of these easy steps to minimize wax ingressing through and blocking up your wax filter.